Hello, I'm Stefan from X-Dream Media. This is an how-to video about x-dream-Fabrik Publish. Publish can be used in various different ways, and for that reason we'll have different how-to videos. This video is about the most simplest case where we have a ready-to-go asset that we just load into the platform and then send it out to the various multiple social media platforms. Another video will add a manual editing step in between, so where we refine the asset, and then we will have a video where we compose a complete story to be published on the social media platforms. Let's start simple. Here I've logged on to x-dream-Fabrik this very moment, and I've already selected our archive workspace. I could have started with the ingest workspace as well, just to have an example. Why we want to upload a video? We will use a small test video that we upload to the platform, happens fast. Afterwards it's analyzed, so the platform finds out, is this an audio and video, a subtitle or a text file? Once this has happened and it found out that this is a video, it will create us a thumbnail, it will ask for metadata, and then we are ready to go to bring the content into the platform. Other ways are uploading via FTP, for instance, or we can import from existing systems. So here we have it already. We can say we have a description as well, like test video, and that's it. Next step, we want to bring that video to our central repository, assets called. With a drag and drop, that is done, and here we see that a new video is reached here in that module. We will use another video for our purpose because I don't want to wait. This video is a training video that I did earlier on the same topic, also about x-dream-Fabrik Publish. And why do we want to use that? Because we need to do some additional steps before we want to do the publication. On one hand, we probably need to create other versions of that video more from a technical point of view. So think of you have uploaded a horizontal video, but you want to publish to a social platform that requires vertical video. Then we need to do a center crop, for instance. Or you have the exact opposite situation. Your content was made by a mobile phone, you have vertical video, and you want to go to a horizontal video. We have prepared that here already. It is done fairly simple. You would select the master clip, you use this drop down, and you say, I want to create a 9:16 video with a center crop, for instance, or the exact opposite. Or you want to run a transcript, a face recognition, or whatsoever. Here we have prepared a 9:16 video, so a vertical video already. And then we took that video and did a kind of the reverse, so we made a horizontal video out of that again. In this case, we have on the left and the right the blur video. So that is the video preparation. The next is that we want to prepare metadata. For the social post, we only need one metadata beside the headline, or so the title of that video, and that is the description. And when we move to the editing mode, we can then change our short description. Why do we want to use this module to do that? This is because here we do the correction or the metadata type in once, and we make use of it multiple times when we go to multiple social media platforms. So we save time in the publication step. Yeah, this said, next step is to move to publication. For that, on this system, I'm now moving to the publication workspace. We don't need the details view on the assets. All we need is on the left-hand side our prepared asset, and in the middle our publish module. To start a publish job, we press the plus symbol that opens us a new job. All we need to do is we tag the asset as it is and we move it into that job box. We will get an example job name. You can manipulate that. So for instance, test publish to social. and we say, I want to go this very moment to Facebook, Instagram, the website, and X. The others is something that we probably want to do later. And here for the preview purposes, I'm selecting the proxy video. That gives me this view. Next step, I press save. That creates me a new publication job. And here on now the middle, you see that I have prepared the publication for Facebook, Instagram, the website, and X. And in addition, you see the description that shows up here. Now, I can change that as I like. So I can say for Facebook, I shorten it. For Instagram, I leave it as it is. For the website, I'm typing in some more data. So this is Clever Stefan talking nonsense. And for Twitter, we probably want to shorten it. By the way, we have a built-in automatic shortener. So if this description is longer than 160 something characters, it is automatically shortened. And again, you are always requested to review and to approve. By the way, in terms of reviewing and approving, per publication target, we can select the video that is used. So for instance, let's say to Facebook, we want to go with a vertical video. And we can limit the duration, so we can have like a last minute trimming that we make use of here. I leave it as it is. And for Instagram, website, and so on, I keep it as it is. Yeah, let's keep things simple. Next and last step is that we want to define when to publish. So let's say today, 2nd of October, but at, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the evening. And that creates us a scheduled job. I press save, and as you can see, everything is prepared. All I need to do, I press the publish button. That creates us a published job. So now in the background, a workflow is started that takes that videos, uploads them to the cloud platform, and from there moves them forwards to the social platforms when it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. In addition, it receives the metadata, the control data, and also then makes use of that when the publication happens to the social platform. Now, I could say anytime later, I want to do an additional publication. So for whatever reason, this has happened here already, but I can say, okay, now I want to add the TikTok post, and I do not need to do an update on the website and all the others, but on Instagram and on TikTok, I want to do an additional post. So like the story has developed, the asset has developed, and we know it better, so we update this story. So it's now, let's say, half an hour later. I want to do this additional publications. I press publish. Again, the workflow is called, data is moved to the cloud platforms, and it goes out. And this is what we can see here. So at the first step, we have published to 4 social platforms. Then we did a republishing or an update publishing to 2 additional or the same platforms again. Yeah, basically that's it. That is what x-dream-Fabrik publish does in the most easiest case where we use it just for publication jobs. Thank you so much for watching.